Hi guys, it's Amy with Aim to Plan, and today I'm going to try to update some pages in Rose's memory book. Okay, so here we go. I am going to dive right in and show you a little bit about, or like show you a little bit of what we've got already for December. These are the pages that I have completed already for December, with the journaling, just all the notes and photos and everything else that I have wanted to put together for Rose. And I'm going to try to do some catching up today. There's just lots of like little pieces that I've added in here, especially like this week was Christmas, so there's lots here. I'll have to blur out some photos because of my husband not wanting to be on video. But yeah, so this is kind of where we are. And I did finish December, and now we're going to move into January. I have already started adding photos in, and now we've got to just kind of finish up the process. I am doing this while Rose is sleeping, so I don't know exactly how much I'll be able to finish, but I'll just keep working until she starts crying, basically. So let's just start with how I do this. My process for doing memory keeping is to really focus on the photos first, especially for Rose. She is at this point 4 months old, and so I take a lot of photos of her. I really want to be able to just kind of stick down all the photos to begin with, and so that's what I start off with first, is just to put all the photos down. On this spread, this week of January the 2nd, I also have started already my second step, which is to put down the journaling pieces. So in order to kind of like find the pieces that I need for each week's spread, I pull notes from my journal, my personal planner. And so just like right here is just an example. This is like all of my notes for March. These are all the like daily pages that I have. And so I just go through here, scan through it for anything that belongs in Rose's memory book, and I will just journal for that week and just write things by the day. And so I don't really have to have like every single thing that happens, but I do like to hit like the big events. And so that is my goal, is just to kind of hit the big events. And so I've set my planner to the side here, and I'm going to start looking through January just to find some of the things that need to belong on these pages. I have filled out most of this week, so I think there might not be that much left to kind of skim through, but I do want to at least try to check to make sure there's nothing here for this week. Okay, it's been so long since I've written in here, so I mean, it's just far back, like January. So, one of the things I am going to make a note of in here is that I did go back to work this week. It's something I just had totally forgotten. I did go back to work like when Rose was about 3.5 weeks, so I just thought that was something that she might want to have note of. I'm not quite sure why, but it's just one of those things. So I went ahead and added that in here. She did stay home with her dad, my husband, that week, and so I'm just again just putting in here that he was at home with her and while I was at work. So I think that's pretty much it for this week. Again, I had already finished my second step of kind of doing the journaling. It is, as you can see, like really light on journaling, but sometimes the week is like that, especially if it's like so far back that I'm trying to go. Like we are in April now, and I'm trying to go back like 3 months to try to finish this page. So sometimes the journaling just gets lost. Definitely try to keep up if you can, but sometimes it just doesn't happen like that. And so if that's the case, I do tend to at that point emphasize the photos and have the journal be secondary. So with that being said, that's just done in terms of like the photos, step one, and the journaling, step two. What I do at this point is start to add like the stickers and just everything else that I want to fill it out. And in order to do that, I basically use stickers. Now, I did save one item that is going to be going on here, but I did pull two stickers. You can see here, seasonal and Fun Brights. I think I'll choose Fun Brights, but I did save one item that I wanted to make note of as like an actual event here. This week, when I was looking through my daily planner, I saw that I was planning to actually have a sip and see for Rose this week. We ended up canceling it just because Sophia was sick, and so that is something I wanted to add in here. But because it's an event, I did want it to kind of stand out a little bit more. So I'm going to put it in this box. I'll just put Rose. Just get this in here, Rose. I do try to mix up like my lettering and just kind of mix up the fonts and styles and things like that. But it's just going to say Rose Sip and See, and then I'm going to cross it out. And that's just how I denote that it was a planned event that ended up getting canceled. I just cross it out, and then I stuck that Sophia was sick. Now we're done in terms of the journaling. So now we are officially done. I've added a couple of stickers already to note some of the big items here. But what I'm going to do is just fill it in with other stickers. And that's what I kind of do to make it seem less imbalanced, and just kind of like even it out, and just to fill in the blank space here. I do want for the memory books to have like a very full look. It doesn't have to be like where it's no white space, but I definitely want it to be fuller. So what I do then is just kind of like, again, like put all the photos, put all the journaling in here, and then just fill in this white space. So I'm going to go back into Fun Brights. My tip here is, as you're moving through these steps, is to kind of just keep it cohesive, and just, instead of overthinking it, just use the one sticker book that you've pulled out. So because I've already started using Fun Brights, I'm just going to continue using Fun Brights here. I'm going to lay down some of the stickers, and in fact, I didn't overthink it to the point where I'm just going to literally use just this first page. And this first page has like a lot of just like very cute quotes and deco pieces, and so I'm just going to lay them here. Again, just kind of like putting them in areas where I feel like it's a little bit blank. So I thought this spot needed a quote, and definitely like right here for like this part of Monday, there's like this kind of like empty spot. So I'm gonna put like one of these strips of like, it's like leopard print, super cute. I love that. And then I'm gonna use another strip on the other side, and I'll probably just let me just stick down this quote as straight as possible, right? And then I'm gonna like add another strip over here, and I'll probably layer another quote over here too. Yeah. And I would add more to the spread, but I already hear the baby crying, so like it's going to be where I need to wrap this up. And yeah, that was all I was able to do, was just this one spread, but hopefully it was enough to give you the idea of like how I do this. Yeah, so I filled it in enough. Again, I used like just this first page. Actually, I want something in the sidebar here, so I'm going to add another one right here in the sidebar. Just kind of like stick this down. Right, yeah, so I would actually probably want to fill this in a little bit more, but like I said, I really just keep it simple with memory keeping, especially going far back in time. I focus on putting the photos first, then I add in the journaling, then that's when I add in the stickers just to kind of fill in the space, and that's my system. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you inspiration for how to memory keep. It's really, to me, very simple. Again, photos, then journaling, and oh, just like in terms of how I journal, I just use a regular pen. I keep it simple with black pen usually. This one is just like a fine liner pen. And then I just bring out sticker books, and I do try to keep it to where it's like a cohesive theme, and I don't try to overthink it. I just pick one book and just kind of decorate the week for the week with that book. So that's it. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel. And until the next video, bye guys.